We're at Creativation 2020 and we found Vicki.
Yay!
And she has a new collection, Let's Wander, and she's going to show you all of her fabulous new products.
Oh my goodness, there's so much to talk about. And you know I'm going to show you the new stuff, and I will show you what else is here because maybe it's brand new to you. Maybe you've never seen me before. So I'm Vicki Boutin. I am a scrapbooker. I'm a mixed media, artful technique if mixed media freaks you out, artist. I make all of the things. There's nothing I won't try, and there's nothing I won't encourage you to try as well. So let's go for a walkthrough. What should we start with? Let's start with the actual Let's Wander. So we're going to start with the paper in the collection. So this is Let's Wander. It is a travel themed collection, which I understand is what people love the most. These sell very well, but not just travel theme where if maybe you don't travel all over the world and you're like, well, what would I do with it? There are still lots of things, like maybe you went downtown for the day, or it's a weekend getaway, or coffee with the girls, or a night out at the theater. The whole idea is that it's just literally like me experiencing everything life has to offer, taking the photos and putting it in a book, or just planner, or however you express your creative, what would you say, creative aspirations, or whatever you're doing with your creative stuff. So you have a 12 by 12 paper pad. My paper pads are all double-sided because I love double-sided paper. I struggle with single-side. So the paper pad's double-sided. It's the entire paper release is in there. You have a 6 by 8, so I know for my card makers and art journalers and traveler's notebook, it's all smaller scale, which I love because even as a scrapbooker, I love that option of using a smaller scale when I'm layering. 2 thicker sheets, one that is like a chipboard thicker. So this one is called Let's Wander, and look at it, has the gold foiling on there. It's a double-sided and has all this pretty layerable. It's all about the layers, right? I love this one. This is called Paperwork, and these stickers are actually a matte finish, so you can add watercolor, your Copics on top, leave them just as they are, or you can customize them. A 6 by 12 sticker sheet that has all this fun stuff going on, front and back. Love it. And then we have for our embellishments, this has been one of the most popular items. They're little mini envelopes with little cards inside, and I have a layout that will show you that. I'm going to just try to remember. Right here. Take a peek up here. See, aren't they fun? Make anything mini. And so someone told me you need to tell everyone to buy these for their elf on a shelf. So for your elf on a shelf or your American Girl, when that used to be a thing in our house, those are perfect. That's perfect for elf on a shelf, right? Washi tape, which is near and dear to my heart. Look at that kind of iridescent gold finish. Love those. The map, the stars, lots of fun going on there in different sizes. A little embellishment pack, because I love photo turns and no one makes those anymore. So I said, I want arrow photo turns. So we have those. Some, I always say this wrong, cabochons, I believe that's what they're called, but I say kabonkabonks. They're kabonkabonks. And then some wood stars. This is fun. Let me grab it so you can see it on the board. Sorry, friends. So this is a tag journaling little pieces that you could make a little mini book out of, or you could use it in your for embellishing. I've added a little bit of magic to this, but this is the idea that you have. It has the gold foiling on here. It's a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, and that's something I'm going to show you in a minute too. So love that. I love mini books and little tag books, so we got to add one of those this time. Sticker book with 8 pages, but we really work hard. I'm always working hard on packaging. You know, I don't want to open the book all the time or the packaging to see everything, so we put it in all of these double-sided waterfall, I had to think of what it was called, packaging so you can see. This is washi tape, so when it pulls off it's like a washi tape, so just be careful with that because it's a lot thinner when you pull it out. All your little tags and tabs. These are great for layering your stickers, your chipboard. So when you're always like, how do you layer and cluster embellishments? I try to put all of the things you need in there. You know my favorite thing is ephemera. We have 2 ephemera packs. So this one is the icon pack. It has in 2 little stacks, Everything is listed on the back. It's a lot of fun. It works really well with all of the papers. And then this time we did one with a specialty finish. So this one, look at that. That's a vellum foiled champagne gold foil. Doesn't that sound, oh, she. And then it is all of your other pieces that you would layer all the pretty on top of. We have 12 double-sided pattern papers, and you'll notice I try really hard to have paper that will work with mixed media background, so it's not too crisp and white, but it's not too vintage either. It's kind of that happy medium of rainbow happiness. So you have all of these patterns, some cut aparts. I love anything that you can cut out, like look at that. So you pay $1 for a sheet of paper and you get all of that possibility. And I know some of you are twitching because I hate fussy cutting. It's worth it. Put the work into it. And it's a boy page. You guys always ask. I think my lines work well with girl, boy, travel, cat, dog, whatever you want to scrapbook. What else? Oh, and look at the vellum sheet. And you asked for stars. You wanted things that you could use with your boy pages. You definitely can use that. They have the metallic foil on it as well. You could use it on its own as a page in your journal. You could fussy cut it. It's magic. So that is the paper collection. Here's something that you guys loved the last time I released it, so we brought you a new one. So mixed media, love it, scared to do it. Well, guess what? If you want to be a cheater, I've done it all for you, and I'm totally okay with that. Look at how pretty. There are 12 different patterns in the set. Some have gold foil, some don't. There are 12 patterns repeated repeated 3 times for 36 sheets. That's a mouthful. That's all in this paper pad. They're called ready to use mixed media paper, 12 by 12, and guess what? We did it this year as well in a 6 by 8. So for you card makers and mini book makers, isn't that fun? It's all my original backgrounds that you've probably seen me make some of these on my Facebook Lives, all in a pad. And then we have the 6 by 8, and we talked about that in the paper pad as well. Foundations paper. If you're not familiar with this, this isn't a new product. It is not a pattern paper. It is a whole pad of possibilities. 140-pound weight. If you're having problems with your paper buckling when you do some of the mixed media techniques, this paper will be your friend. Once you love it, people order it by multiples because it sells out really fast. Great for Copics and stamping, love it. Crisp white, 140-pound weight. Comes in a 12 by 12 and a 6 by 8. New this year, embossing folders. So there are 2 in here. I love the polka dots. A lot of fun. It made me revisit why I loved embossing folders. New stamp set comes with the 3 dies. So it has a magnetic sheet in there and it has the dies. Love this one. New paints, look at these. These are the new metallic paints. Everyone went crazy over these ones when I showed it. Grab my little sheet, see? There's the embossing folder. Aren't they fun? But let's find, it's in my stack, I promise. Just gotta find it in here. Here they are. So that is the gunmetal. So see the metallic in there? You can use it as paint. That's through the stencil with a stencil brush and watered down to make a metallic watercolor. Excuse me. That is the rose gold, again, with the 3 different techniques. That is the champagne gold. And then the 3 techniques that I think I put in a different order this time. Isn't that fun? And the silver, which I love. I actually think that looks more platinum. It's beautiful. Look at that. A whole bunch of possibility in that package. There's the other colors, the metallic color wheel we did the last show. This is brand new. Let's find if we have an open jar. So this is called Prism Glaze. And it is, oh my goodness, look at that. A jar of like mermaid scales. Isn't it beautiful? So it is, again, like my other glazes. You have the rose gold, the gold, silver, iridescent that are all water soluble, so you can use as texture paste. They mix with all the other mediums. Somebody left some DNA right there. We have the matte acrylic glaze or gel that you can mix. This is a molding paste. A lot thought it was going to be a crackle paste. It was a typo. It is a molding paste. Gesso, which is your hard worker. This is brand new. These are the texture pastes. And oops, Comes with a palette knife, so the set looks like this when you order it. They will work as a texture paste. They will blend with any of the other mediums. They will work as a watercolor. It is like a hard-working go-to staple that I can't wait to show you more ways to use this. We're gonna demo for you guys later as well, so you can see all the magic you can make with that. New stencils for this show, new packaging. They used to be turquoise. It's the exact same stencil. Sorry, the lady wants to talk a lot. She talks a lot over us. So we changed them. The turquoise is not a solid plastic, so the color was coming off, so I'm like, you can't have that. So let's just go to the milky white. So same product, but I love the new packaging. So now when you see them, you can see all, and this is like probably my all-time favorite stencil. You will see in all my samples, I used it everywhere and had to stop myself. Okay, Vicki, pick a different one. But 3 different stencils in there, and what else we love, you know, we can reuse the backing to make a fun project. So there's that set. And then these 3, the stars, I love these 2. They're beautiful. And the price point is always really great. So US, it's $5.99, $6.99. I need glasses. It's one or the other. I don't know. I can't see it. And then people will say, what is the main thing, Vicki? If I'm going to start mixed media, where do I start? It's the art crayons, the stencil brush. And usually I'll say the iridescent glaze is a great place to start because these art crayons will work dry, they'll work wet. You can color right on a stamp and mist and stamp with it. And this tool is the best delivery system for all my mediums to prevent bleeding underneath stencils. So if you have been struggling, this would be like the unicorn horn, the thing that you need that helps. And because it is a flat surface and the bristles are really stable, it works very well. So if you were my friend and we were out shopping and you said, Vicki, what do I start with? It would be, I'd say this is a great place to start. It kind of dips your toe in and then we'll get you full on. You'll be chugging the Kool-Aid in no time. So paintbrushes, all of you, this isn't new, but it's just all the staples that you need to make the mixed media. That is all of the things. That's all of the things. And I know it's overwhelming and a lot, but remember, mixed media for everyone, art for everyone, artful techniques, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you videos on the basics of all of the things when I get home so I can get you to sip my Vicki Cherry Mixed Media Kool-Aid. So thanks for coming. Thanks for letting me share all of this with you. And I can't wait to demo so you can see some of the magic we can make with artful techniques.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos for all the Creativation 2020 coverage.